Welcome to Discovering Mnova 15. In this video, we introduce our new DOSY Peaks analysis tool. It offers an alternative method to get diffusion values compared to traditional data analysis, simplifying your workflow. The DOSY Peaks panel supplies comprehensive information about each peak, including diffusion values obtained from the fit analysis. Additionally, it features a visually informative plot with coloured fitting curves for each peak, enhancing your visual analysis. Let's begin by loading our DOSY data and navigating through the Stack tab. Click on Mode and choose Select Active Spectrum. Go to the Stack tab and click on the DOSY Rosy Transform button. A dialog window will appear. Click OK. After running the transformation, you'll obtain a pseudo 2D plot in the spectral viewer with peaks displayed, and then the DOSY Peaks window appears. You'll notice 5 buttons that activate their corresponding sub-windows. Starting from the left, the first button is Spectra. This sub-window displays information about each trace on the stacked plot, including gradient strength values G and the inverse value of the diffusion coefficient B. Next, click on the Parameters button. In this sub-window, you'll find useful metadata information, such as small and large delta values, gamma values, and experiment settings, including units and scale parameters. Now continue to the Fit button. This button opens a sub-window with a table having information about each peak in the DOSY spectrum. It shows the peak label, the chemical shift, the intensity, the curve fit values A, and the diffusion coefficient values D. The next button, All Peaks, displays a sub-window that allows you to visually inspect the fitting curves and a complete table with all the data outputs from the DOSY analysis. This table includes the values of the gradient strength G, the inverse of the diffusion coefficient B, the intensity, and the residual for each peak in the spectra. You can use a slider to navigate through the table peaks and inspect them as you want. Alternatively, you can click on a peak and it'll be highlighted right away. Additionally, at the top right of the DOSY Peaks window, you can find a drop-down menu with some functions such as Zoom In, Zoom Reset, Select, or Crosshair. Let's head back to the DOSY Peaks window for the Show Residuals button. When you click on it, a sub-window pops up showing the residual values of each peak's fitting. It works just like the All Peaks window, but here you see residual values for each peak in the spectra. You can use the same functions as in the All Peaks sub-window. Finally, let's explore the Peaks button. After clicking on it, a drop-down list of peaks appears. When you select a peak, a sub-window will appear displaying information from each spectrum at the chemical shift of the selected peak. In this sub-window, you can access values for the inverse of the diffusion coefficient, intensity, and fit. Furthermore, all the functionality described for the All Peaks and Residual sub-windows are also accessible here. Remember, in all the sub-windows except for Parameters, you'll find 5 handy buttons. Save, for storing your tables and CSV or TXT files. Copy Selection, to easily copy and paste selected table rows and columns into your report document. Report Table, for a one-click insertion of the table onto Canvas. Copy Table, to copy and paste into your report document. And lastly, Settings, where you can fine-tune the table to your preferences, customizing rows, columns, fonts, and more. Before we conclude, we have a bonus feature. As explained in another video tutorial, you can use our new 3D spectrum viewer to visually analyze your DOSY experiments. To access this feature, go to the View tab and click on the 3D Spectrum Viewer button. The viewer window appears, showing a 3D perspective of the DOSY data. If you want to learn more, be sure to check out our video tutorial on the 3D spectrum viewer. It's a fantastic way to dive deeper into this incredible tool. This concludes our tutorial on the DOSY Peaks tool. We hope you find this tool exceptionally helpful. If you have any questions or need further information, please don't hesitate to contact our support team via email. Thank you for watching.